Welcome to Falcon's Ledge. This is Ostringer, and this is an episode of Single Player Playthrough. In this series, we'll be playing through single player missions that are designed by the viewership or ones that are included in the game. The different games that we'll be playing are VTOL VR, DCS, and War Thunder. Today we're going to be flying a mission in the AV-42C. The reason that we won't be starting with the FA-26 is that I use Windows Mixed Reality, and unfortunately there's an issue with the clicking of the touchpad that doesn't allow me to target things with the radar. That's a big problem when you're talking about an air superiority fighter. So, without further ado, let's get going with the AV-42C. Before we actually get into the aircraft, if you have any suggestions for missions to run, please suggest them in the description below. We're going to be running the Island campaign. We're going to be running the first mission. I've played through these missions one time each, so don't expect me to be all that great. I don't have a ton of experience in the game, but I figure that's better for your entertainment anyway. So in this mission, we're going to be transporting some troops to another location, dropping them off. That's what our briefing entails, so let's get going. Make sure that we're centered here, and throw on our nifty little helmet. Alright, we're looking pretty good.
Soldiers need to ride to the same side on the other side of the island. Open your doors to let them in, and fly them to their objective waypoint. Command out.
Get things running here. Start with the engines. Electrical. Open the door for these guys. We'll move our stick back slightly. Seems about right. Alright. Okay. APU off. We're seeming like we're in pretty good shape. Alright, let's go ahead and take off. We have liftoff, gear up. We'll rotate, start leaning forward, get some forward tilt going. It oftentimes wants to do some of that. Oh geez. And wow. Well, as you can see, I have plenty I still need to learn about the AV-42. But, did you die? I don't think so. Everything will be alright. I promise we'll try to do better on the next one. It seems every single time that I do one of these things, I end up doing something like that. This is actually my second time recording this. My recording software froze halfway through, and the first time I took off I did the same thing. I also promised that I wouldn't do it again, so I guess I'm not that great at keeping promises so far for you. The vehicle this most simulates is the Osprey in U.S. service, but the Osprey obviously is a prop-driven vehicle, whereas this is jet-driven, and it has afterburners, which no vertical takeoff and landing aircraft until the F-35 in U.S. service anyway has had afterburners. It also has very small engines for what I can see, but, you know, it's a game. Let's start bleeding off a bunch of energy here. Though this game doesn't have extremely good graphics, it does have a really good feel to it. The controls have a good feel to it, all of that. So that I've been happy with so far.
Landing gear.
I decided to do this one just manually. Which, you know, as you've viewed from the video so far, may or may not be the greatest of ideas, but
Good job with the transport. But we got a report that an AV-42 went down over the small island to the south.
I guess I never shut my doors. It's alright, I was giving them air conditioning. Well, we'll fix the air conditioning this time. Alright, this time I actually am going to... we won't use that for now. We'll screw this up again for you. Get this thing traveling forward a bit, and then blend in some more tilt. Alright. Hey, look at that. Didn't flip it over anything. The sim does actually include things like autopilot modes and things like that, and I guess I'll do altitude hold and heading hold here. I don't always like the nav mode because it, I don't know, it seems to kind of bounce the plane around a bit. So we'll bring this around. See if we can find our fighters here. Just for the fun of it. Look at that, we found them. Good times.
Autopilot off.
Listen to some music. I figure this music isn't going to get me copyright striked, so. Allow them to catch up when they pull into formation.
Pilot, this is Victor 1-1. Form and lock you. Give us a load for catch up and move through the way. We've updated your objective and waypoint. Go ahead and 185 to the crash site. Command out. Autopilot off. We're on your wing. Check left, check right.
There they are. Hello, F-15 and F-22 wannabes. One thing I did notice on the this aircraft is that the cockpit ends rather abruptly. I think that they need to sweep that cockpit back a little further, more like the F-15 or the F-22. Otherwise, it looks a little bit too bubbly. What do you think? If you think I'm right, say so down below. Heck, if you think I'm wrong, if you think I'm insane, say that down below too. See it down here.
This is Victor 1-1. County 2 targets close. Looks like the transport was taken out by drones. We'll handle them and clear the way for you. Out. Hostile spotted. Bombing weapons. Mark 3. Autopilot off. Autopilot off. Flash bandit. Alright, all their turrets have been destroyed. Victor 1 is RTB. Out.
Whoa. There we are. See, even with the automatic hover mode, it gets a little squirrely sometimes. I'm not using the altitude mode because all you really need to do is over there where it says vert. You just need to watch your vertical and acceleration, and that'll pretty much show you where you stand. So we'll land by these guys real quick, make sure we don't drift into them. Come on in, boys.
Alright, take those soldiers to medical in South City. It's a rooftop landing pad. Your objectives have been updated. Command out.
You guys are secured.
Autopilot off. Landing gear.
The TGP is really useful to use when you're making approaches and things. It gives you kind of a view between you and the target. It's really nice that way. Since we've made several hover approaches, this one obviously we're going to have to hover and land that way, but when we come back to the base, we'll do a conventional landing, just so that you guys can see how badly I suck at that.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
guess that wasn't entirely necessary, but... There they go. Alright, it says land, so we'll do that.
Autopilot off.
Well, I guess we're doing a loop again.
Landing gear.
Well, wasn't the best of landings, but I stopped before the end of the threshold, okay? So, what have we learned from this mission? I'm terrible at transitions, and VTOL VR is pretty cool. So, thanks for watching, and come back and see me soon. Like and subscribe, and leave your comments down below. Have an awesome day.